Now I know in theory that eating a muffin for breakfast, especially a chocolate chip muffin, is really no different than eating a cupcake. And yet I would never eat a cupcake for breakfast. But somehow I think this is okay. I don't understand my logic, and yet I continue. Hello everyone, I am here today to share with you guys a video where you Instagrammers picked out all of my makeup, and I actually saw Sylvia had done this video. I don't know if she started it, but she was the one where I got the idea from, so I will link her video down below so you can go and check it out. But Christopher just interrupted me by memeing my own face. I just get little screenshots like this as his expression to whatever I said before, and this is the only one I have of him making faces at me at Walmart. But anyway, what was I talking about? Right. Instagram. So what I did is on camera, I would close my eyes, I would reach into all my different drawers of different products in each category, and I would pick out 2 random products, and then I would have you guys on Instagram in my Insta stories pick out which product I should include in the video. And I tried to mix it up. So I did a bunch where it was like in my makeup drawers, but I also did ones of like makeup I had never used before. So I dumped them all into a bin and then I randomly picked. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you do, and click the little notification bell if you want to see more of these videos and be notified when they go live. And without further ado, let's get into this. So we're gonna start with the eyes today, and the 2 different eye primers that I chose. One is by NARS and the other one is the CoverGirl Lid Lockup. And you guys, going through it, 50-50. Okay, this is 1 and this is 2. Chris, can you choose a number between 1 and 2? He says 1.5. Choose an actual number. Okay. NARS it is. We're just gonna prime all over the lids and get ready for eyeshadow. And the 2 eyeshadows I picked, one is the Nudie Patootie palette by Laura Lee, and the other one is the PatrickStarrr MAC one in Play With Me. So it's these 2 right here. One is very neutral and one is very colorful. And drum roll everyone, we have the Laura Lee palette. Laura Lee won 59-41. It's pretty close. Not 50-50 close, but pretty close. So we have a mixture of mattes and shimmers in here. They all look really, really beautiful. I'm really interested in this Jaybird color right here, so I'ma swatch it. Oh my gosh, look at that. And this is Au Naturel. Also really pretty. And then the last one is Buff. What to pick? What to pick? Oh, Exposed is also really pretty. Oh man, this is gonna be hard. Let's do Jaybird, because this is the one that really caught my eye. It's not something I would normally put as like a wing, but like, let's experiment. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, after 3 times redoing and playing with my makeup, I finally figured out why my eyeshadow look wasn't working. It was the eyeshadow primer. This NARS one does not mesh at all with the Laura Lee palette. However, I switched it up to the CoverGirl one, so now it's much better. Honestly, I had no idea how much of a difference an eyeshadow primer makes. I just took some of the Reveal and Streaking, these 2 shades together, and I put that into the crease. And then I really wanted to warm it up, but I didn't want to go too peachy with the Bare shade. While it's really pretty, it would look like it's very, very pink on my eye. What has been working really well for me, and what I've been doing a lot with all of my eyeshadow looks, is I've been actually taking the Burt's Bees blush in Toasted Cinnamon, this shade right here. This on top of any eyeshadow look. Any of the eyeshadow looks that I've been doing, I just dust a little bit on top. It adds a little bit of warmth, it blends everything out, but because it's a blush, it's not as pigmented and saturated with color as some of the eyeshadows. So it just adds this nice wash. It's really blendable. It's sort of like my version of a finishing powder for the eyeshadow. And then for the liner itself, I used a mixture of this sort of flat, thin brush as well as this angled brush, and I would spritz them with a little bit of Fix Plus just to kind of pick up that color as well as the glitter. Now Jaybird, because it's a glitter, it's a very like soft formula, so you have to be really delicate with it. Like, look how saturated that is. Like, it's really pretty. And this definitely works best if you use a patting motion when applying this glitter. You want to really make sure that the glitter and the pigmentation is just sticking to the place that you put it, and it's not going to move around and sweep all over the rest of your face. I'm just going to clean up that line. Nice and as precise as I possibly can make it, given that it's a line that's full of glitter. And then I'm just adding a little bit of a mixture of Reveal, Streaking, and Butt Naked. These are amazing Nudie Patootie names, by the way. Good job, Laura Lee. And there we go. We have our nice glittery eye look. And to pay homage to Laura, just, you know, add a little Now we're gonna move on to I forgot I have eyeliners. Whoops, but that is okay. We'll make it work. And the winner between the Kokie liner and the Tarte liner is Tarte. Tarte won by a lot. 62% of you wanted me to use a jade green eyeliner with this look. Actually, you know what? This is more like a charcoaly blue green. I was expecting this to be more hunter green, but this is going to complement that like glitteriness like really nicely. What I think I'm going to do, because I don't want to take away from the glitteriness of the eyeliner, is I'm going to tight line with this. And it's just going to show up just a little bit on the waterline. Just going to pop. Everything's going to complement each other. That's what we're going to do. So the two mascaras I picked, one is Burberry and one is Maybelline. So we have a high-end and a drugstore. And by a wide margin, it is the Maybelline. So far we seem to be doing a good mix. We have some drugstore, we have some high-end. We're going back and forth. I like it. I like it. Maybelline, by the way, won by 64%. This is the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express Mascara. Please don't get it on my lids. Please don't get it on my lids. I'm just gonna leave it in one coat. I just want my lashes to just have a hint of volume. I don't like a lot of volume in my lashes, she said sarcastically. So before I get into the brows, I'm just going to get rid of any of the fallout under the eyes, and we're gonna go on to primers. And I chose the drugstore primers drawer, and the two that I picked, one is the Milani Instant Touch Up Blur Stick, and the other is by Pixi, and it's the Rose Flash Balm. And the one that you guys picked is, oh cool, the Pixi one. Awesome, that's my fave. And that one is pretty close, at 57 to 43. So it can be used as a mask in a thicker layer, or you can use it as a primer. And what was the other use? I think it's moisturizer. Yes, moisturizer is the third use. And it just does such a good job at making the foundation, whatever foundation you use, look phenomenal. It's such a good primer. So thank you for being kind humans and picking my favorite. You guys the best. And now for foundation today, I went into the high-end drawer of foundations, and the two that I picked, one is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Foundation, and the other is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And the winning one is Double Wear. And again, just like the primer, it was pretty close. So it was 53 to 47%. So far you guys are crushing all of the choice. Can you guys just choose my makeup from now on? I think this is great. This is a very, very full coverage foundation, but I actually found a really good hack when I did a video recently where I talked about products that Instagrammers made me buy. And one of the ones was an Ollie Hendrickson gel cream, a vitamin C gel cream, and the girl Sandra had mixed it in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and it gave such a beautiful, more radiant finish to the Estee Double Wear. I really liked it. I loved the way that it looked on my skin. Oh, Double Wear. You never fail me. The two concealers I picked up were actually both from the drugstore. One is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Treatment Concealer, and the other one is by Catrice, the Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. And you guys picked the Maybelline one. 54 to 46. Again, fairly close. So I'm gonna use the neutralizer one under my eyes. This, by the way, if you guys haven't heard me talk about this concealer before, it's awesome. And they've just recently, I think, expanded their line, so they have a lot more shades. Hence why I'm now using Ivory, which I didn't have before. That might be a little light. Throw a little medium on top. Then we'll go blend it out with a nice little brush here. This, by the way, this brush that I'm using, I've been really enjoying it recently. Because the one that I normally use, which is by ColourPop, is currently being washed. And by being washed, I mean it's in a pile to be washed in like 7 weeks when I get around to it. All right, now we're gonna go on to powder, and I have a high-end at a drugstore. So we have the Elizabeth Arden High Performance Blurring Loose Powder, which is like right now one of my favorites. I love this one. And the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD Powder. And I don't know, I have no idea what you guys picked. And a full 64% of you guys picked the e.l.f. one. Oh man, I wanted to use the Elizabeth Arden one. It's okay, it's okay. I haven't used the e.l.f. one in a while. So I'm going to use my little velour puff as per usual and just sort of pack it on underneath the eyes. This one is applying a little bit oddly, like it's refusing to go really close to my under eye. Whoa, that looks really white. I feel like some sort of bird right now. Kind of look like wings. Is that just me? Oh man, it feels really like tight under the eyes. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, it seems to be okay. Whew. Hopefully it doesn't crease. Oh, I have one of those like little tag things on my shirt. That's fun. And then while I put on this mascara under my eyes, the bronzers, I had two. One was a trio from bareMinerals, and then the other one was the Too Faced Milk Chocolate. And 56% of you chose the Too Faced one. So we're gonna go with some classic milk chocolate today. I always love the bronzer step because it always makes me look a little bit more 3D, you know? Sometimes when I put on the powder and all the foundation and everything, just look at myself, it's just a flat pancake. The Too Faced Milk Chocolate is actually really nice because, it 1A, it smells like chocolate. I mean, you really can't beat that. It's still warm, which I like, but it's lighter. I find sometimes with like the lighter bronzers, they tend to go super gray, but this one doesn't. And actually, before we go on to blush, I forgot, I should probably do my brows now. The two options I picked, one is Hourglass, one is by Essence, and by a wide margin, y'all picked Essence. And actually for my brows, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite tricks right now. So I'm gonna take the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, which is my favorite, just a clear brow gel, and I'm going to put this into the brows to kind of get them into the shape that I want. Now I'm gonna go in with the Essence product and just clean up in the areas where I need it. So for example, like under here, I need to fill it in a little bit and just like out in the outer corner, but that way I'm not overfilling my brows and I still get that nice like feathery effect. So now let's go into blush, and for this one I put together a big giant tub of new blushes that I hadn't tried out before, and at random I picked out one by PatrickStarrr and then one by Wet n Wild. This is from their new summer collection, and you guys picked the Wet n Wild one, which looks really pretty, has a little bit of a shimmer to it, and I think that's gonna look gorgeous on the skin. This is in Don't Flutter Yourself. Get it? Because it's like a whole like birds theme to it. It's adorable. Now to open up my package with my tiny pair of tweezers, because Wet n Wild likes to like vacuum seal all their products and to make it impossible to get into. Oh my gosh, it's even more beautiful in person. I don't know if I'll be able to get across how gorgeous this shade is. look how glowy that is. This would even be really nice as an eyeshadow. So let's put a little bit of this onto the skin. Oh my gosh, look at that sheen. Ooh, that's a nice sheen, but I'm not seeing enough color. I'm gonna try a different brush. That is very glowy. Not a lot of color to this one though. It does come off more of a pretty glow. I would almost make this like a topper for a blush, this color in particular anyway. Now to add a little bit of glow to the skin, I picked one high-end and one drugstore highlight. For the high-end one, I chose the ABHM Reezy one, which is, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And then the other one, which surprised me, is by Makeup Revolution. This is their Mermaid Heart Multicolored Highlight. And this one was really close. The Amrezy one won by a hair at 51%. A lot of you wanted me to put rainbows on my face. Don't worry, because one of the lip products I chose was blue, so maybe you guys went with that one. And for the inner corner highlight, I'm actually gonna go back into the Laura Lee palette. I'm gonna use Stark right here and see what that looks like. Ooh, that is blinding. That is nice and light and white, but it still has like a little bit of like warmth to it. How is that? Oh, it has a little bit of like a peachy shimmer to it. That's really pretty. So now for the lips, I actually did the same thing as I did with the blush. I took a whole bunch of new products, drugstore and high-end. I threw them into a bin and shuffled them around and picked out two. And I'm actually very curious to see what you guys pick, because one of them is by ColourPop. It is in the color Felix, which is a pretty like orangey coral color, and the other one is by CoverGirl. It's their Kitty Cat Gloss, and it's bright blue. And genuinely, I don't know what you guys are gonna pick, because on the YouTube side, when I had YouTube pick my makeup, they were like, go all out, tons of color, make it interesting. We'll see if Instagram is the same way. Nope, not even close. All y'all want neutral. You guys do not like blue lips. So orange it is. Whoa, that is bright orange. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. That is definitely more orange than coral, but it's nice, and it seems to like go with the look, like a whole like neutrally thing, you know? And last but not least, the setting spray. Again, one high-end and one drugstore. The drugstore one is by Milani, the Make It Last setting spray, and then the high-end one is by Pretty Vulgar. Very pretty like packaging, by the way. That is really cute. And I'm just gonna take a guess, but based on the results from today, I'm gonna say that you guys picked out the Milani one. Let's see if I'm right. I was right, 72%. Let's spritz this on the face. Fan it in. What do you guys think of it? I think like, you guys did a good job. Like I wouldn't have picked out this lip for myself, but I kind of like it with this whole look. I feel very nautical today, by the way, with the orange and the blue and the stripe. Is that just me? I like the glitter liner. The skin looks really flawless. Got the nice bright highlight going on. Like, this is really nice. I like this. This is a lot of fun. Again, can you guys pick up my makeup for me every day? That would be great. Go and check out my most recent videos if you have missed them. I did a vlog on how we like transform my house for my sister-in-law's bridal shower and surprised her, as well as like a ton of home decor stuff that I bought off of Wayfair when they did this giant sale. So I did a full vlog on that one on RachhLoves Life if you are interested. Or speaking of weddings, you can go and check out the video I did on Sunday where I tested out a whole bunch of Amazon bridesmaids dresses under 50 bucks, and I had the 2 brides in our family who are getting married soon kind of give them like a buy or buy emoji rating, which was really, really fun. That was such a fun video to film and to edit. Oh my gosh, the sister cattiness is unreal. So if you've been missing out on videos, go and check out the ones on the sidebar if you haven't already, and leave a comment on them if you came from this video. And that is everything. I hope you guys are having an amazing, amazing Sunday, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you, girls. Mwah!